Hey watchers, it's your girl Big Ish with Black People Watch, baby. It's a special edition. Project Power with Jamie Foxx, honey. I'm too lit. Coming right at you. Stay tuned. Now, before we get to it, I ate through my whole bag of veggie straws. I was tearing these veggie straws up. I was so enthralled in the movie that I was just tearing down these veggie straws. Look at the bag. The bag ripped apart, everything. I didn't eat the whole bag. I had to go get a plastic bag to put them in. But I'm telling you, I was going at them veggie straws like, okay, so there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this. So I took my notes, y'all. I'm ready. Now, I'm just so hyped. The young girl, her name's Robin. She pulls up to a group of drug dealers, and some guys, and, they give her a hard time, and they pushing this new drug, and it's called the power drug, okay? And it makes you stronger. It makes you faster. It gives you superpowers. Everybody wants this drug. Everybody's checking for this drug. It costs like $500 a pop just for one pill. And they hear on the news that somebody saw a man running down the street like 35 miles per hour. Crazy. So the girl Robin in the movie, she wears her Wu-Tang shirt. I had to go put my Wu-Tang shirt on and represent, because I'm supporting the movie. I support Wu-Tang. The track on the movie was crazy. I loved it all. So Robin, the little girl that's a drug dealer, she's like, well, she's not a little girl. She's like a high school age type teenager. She's in class. She is an aspiring rapper. She has this talent. She knows she's good. And I love this one part of the movie where her teacher, catches her talking to her neighbor, and her teacher wants to put her on the spot. He's just this big mouth, teacher. And, her girlfriend says, she's a rapper. She don't need this. She's a rapper. She can rap real good. And, he goes on to say, well, if you can rap that good, show us all. And she just bust out with this rhyme that was crazy. It was amazing. And, it turned out to be something in her head. And I was a little salty about that because I love smushing teachers' face in the dirt. That's just from my old school days, because teachers, man, they were the worst sometimes. And so I really felt the emotion she was going through, because I think I had some of those experiences myself. But that was so good just to have the mirage of her just getting with the teacher, telling him his breath stank, everything. It was crazy. I enjoyed that. The cop Frank is a good guy. He's not a bad guy, but he does take the power drug. He takes the power drug because he wants to level the playing field with the bad guys. I mean, they got the power drug. You shoot them, they're cool. So he wants to have the same power. He wants to, level the playing field with them. He needs this drug. He needs this drug to fight them. Because if they're on it and he's not, guess who's winning the fight? They are. And they do constantly. The drug is so new that they don't even know how to police it yet. So he takes the drug. Courtney B. Vance, who is his captain, comes over to him as Captain Crane, and he's like, man, did you take that drug? And, he admitted, he's like, yeah, I took it. He's like, give me your badge, man. And he's like, dude, there's no laws against this drug yet. It's brand new. And it kind of reminds me of when the internet first came out. People went on the internet crazy, and they were doing all kind of things, bullying, cyberbullying, stealing people's information. And it was happening, the evolution of the internet was happening so fast that they couldn't police it. They didn't know how to police it. They didn't know what they could do and what they couldn't do. So the same situation applies here. They're actually learning how to police this drug as more and more information is revealed to the police force about how they should use it or how it's being used and how. So Jamie Foxx, he meets up with Newt. It doesn't go well. Jamie Foxx ends up getting his phone and pretending to be him. And this is how he hooks up with Robin. He says, meet me at the spotty, And so he finds out it's her. He tricks her. And, they end up becoming good friends. She's about his daughter's age. So, at first he wasn't, easy on her. He wasn't being easy on her. He was hard on her. And he wanted to, because he wants to know who has his daughter. He's not playing no games. He's not, messing around. He wants to know who has his daughter. And until he finds that out, he has no friends. And this is how he treats Robin in the beginning. Once Robin earns his trust, he loves her and he takes care of her like she's his own daughter, and he protects her. Robin has two protectors in this movie. She has Frank, who is the cop. She's the one providing him with the drugs when he gets it, because he's a cop. Nobody wants to sell a cop drugs, and in return he kind of offers her a little bit of protection, so she can move in the streets and sell her drugs and do whatever, and once in a while he'll bail her out or he'll do things to help her. So the girl Robin, she has a little bit of education with animals. She can stitch animals up, and Jamie Foxx gets shot during one of the altercations. She takes him back to the, what do you call it, ASPCA or whatever, or the dog pound, and she stitches him up. She does a good job. She also shows him that she has some talent and she can rap, because he's like, you don't need that power drug, and she's like, I don't take it actually. I know that it can be a bad hit at any time. It was the same thing like with crack, when people say back in the day when they used to say, you could take a hit of crack and it could be your last, and that was enough to deter me and a lot of other people. I was like, it ain't worth all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no high that good. You take one hit and you on the floor, and you're dead and you're out of here. And so she had that same mindset, like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the chance, because she valued her life. And so again, like I said, Jamie Foxx, he's on a mission, and he's like ripping the bandages off. He's wilding out. He's going crazy. And she's like, dude, you got to chill. Like, just chill out, And so they go on this mission together. She ends up helping him find his daughter, look for his daughter. They don't end up with Officer Frank until later on in the movie, which was good too, because he's searching for them. He's searching for Robin, and he's actually searching for Art, who is Jamie Foxx's character. He's searching for them, and he wants to find them. While en route to find his daughter, Art reveals to Robin that his daughter has some of the power DNA in her. She never got sick as a child. And as she became a teenager, she got stronger, faster. She was a beast. Somehow they find the power meeting. I don't know how they found where they were meeting to like showcase the drug. If you know, let me know, because I watched that little area about 2 times to see how Jamie Foxx actually knew the location of where they were going to showcase the power. The new super drug, they had enhanced it somehow, and they wanted to give a visual to some of the buyers. They imported this woman from Mexico who was a drug cartel leader, and they wanted to show her because they wanted to spread power around the globe. They wanted her to sell it. And so I don't know how he found it. I kind of know how Frank found it, which was this is where they first end up meeting Robin, Frank, and Art at this power meeting. And Art ends up sneaking into the meeting, and he's watching. He's just sitting back chilling. He's watching, and remember, he's special forces now. He's a bad boy. And so Frank rolls up on Robin, and he's like, what you doing here? She's like, I'm with the boy. And he was like, no, that boy is crazy. He's dangerous. You should not be with him. And she's like, man, he's cool. I'm telling you, it's all a setup. The whole thing is a setup. He's looking for his daughter. These people got his daughter. And Frank still doesn't believe her. So he's like, where is he? And she's like, well, he went into the power meeting over there. He goes up in there too. So they all go up in there except for Robin. Sorry. And, Jamie Foxx, he gets in somehow. And of course it's a movie. I'm not expecting it to be 100% accurate and, have all of the notes in regards to how things were done. But he chokes this guy out and happens to get up into the power meeting. I don't know how long the guy was out for, because he never wakes up and never comes. Maybe he kills him. Maybe he killed the dude, because he was wilding to find his daughter. He was serious about finding his daughter, so he might have killed him. Maybe that's why the guy never got up. So he goes in there, And they have, this direction was so good. They have this woman inside of this silo. She's in this like silo, and she takes the drug and she's trying to showcase it to the drug lord, the woman, the Mexican cartel drug woman. And all these people, they're drinking expensive champagne. This is $1 million show. Like, they're really putting it on, and she drinks it and she starts turning to ice. Then she starts turning to heat, and Jamie Foxx just goes ham. He goes ham in there. Like, he's trying to find his daughter. He starts killing people, and the silo gets a little haywire, and she starts going from cold to hot again. She starts turning reptilian, and she starts morphing into other things. There's no control. You're looking at it, the direction was looking at it from inside of the silo to the outside room, if that makes sense, if I'm saying that correctly. They're filming, the shot is from inside of the silo. So you're seeing Jamie Foxx from inside of the silo kill all these people, going ham in this room, and this girl is morphing into all different kind of things, and she is dying. She is going crazy. Nobody can save her. Somebody did try and come and break the silo, but you couldn't, because she was trapped inside, and it seems like the glass was just too strong. But on top of that, Jamie Foxx is outside of the silo going hamburger on all these people. I mean, slaughtering the room. And so there's one guy left standing. There's one last guy, and Jamie's like, you gotta tell me, are you Biggie? Where can I find Biggie? The guy Biggie. And the boy's like, I'm not gonna tell you. And of course, here comes Frank through the door. Boom! He's coming in. He's like, what's up? He's like, listen, you can rock with me, or you can die too. So Frank kind of realizes that something else is going on here in a split second. And the guy, they talking to each other so much they don't even see the boy take the power pill, and he just turned into some big hawk dude, big blow up chest, arms, legs, just hawking it out, like boom, running through and chasing them down the hallway. Crazy. So good. The direction was so good. So while he's in the car with Frank, they finally get away from that situation. I don't want to tell it all, because I want you to watch the story and come back. I want to tell it all, but I don't want to tell it all. So they get in the car, and they're going to find where Art's daughter is. They're going to go find where Art's daughter is, and she's on a ship. So Frank, Robin, and Art Frank and Art are in the car. Robin's following on her motorcycle, I guess, but she wasn't in the car at this point. And Art says to Frank, listen, your supervisor is going to call you in about a couple of minutes. He's going to tell you not to take me to the precinct. He's going to tell you to take me to another location. And sure enough, Frank's phone rings. And it's his boss, and his boss says, where are you? Stay right there. Don't move. We're coming to get you. And he's like, so what do I do? Like, you're right. Okay, I realize you're right about this. What do I do? He sees through, because they're stopped at a train track. Train is coming through. And he sees through the train track that there's snipers. And so he says, well, what do I do? He said, first they're going to kill you. And then they're going to take me. They need me. They don't need you. You're a liability. So he says, you just leave and we'll meet up at the spot, meet up wherever the daughter is on the ship or whatever. And so he leaves Art there in the car, and he disappears, and they take him. The police come, or whatever these people are. They're not really police, they're like CIA, FBI, some kind of operatives that are undercover, because it comes to be something different that they're finding out is going on with this pill. It's they're trying it on the human race. They're actually trying it in New Orleans on the people, and see how the people respond to it. Crazy. So anyway, while he's in captivity, while Art is while he's being held captive, they let him know. I don't want to say, is this the area where they let him know? But it was so good. They let him know that his daughter is like a Henrietta Lack. Like her DNA is so strong, and so the woman goes into, the woman who's in charge of the whole operation goes into telling him, we need your daughter. Her DNA is so strong and so good because she was born with power in her system. She does not have to take pills to have the power energy. She can morph into whatever she wants to morph into. And we need her DNA. We need her cells. We need her. So we can't give her back to you. He's like, my daughter ain't no lab rat, man. You're going to give me my kid. You're going to give me my daughter now. And they're like, I'm sorry, we can't do that. We're not going to let her go. Matter of fact, we're about to ship her out of here. Then it all goes down. It all goes down. That Henrietta Lack portion really struck a chord in me. And that's a whole different story, the Henrietta Lack story. But it just shows you how the devilment in corporations and people, when they want something, they just take it. And that too, the realness of it, it just made it really real. The direction was so good, especially in that silo. I gotta find out who the director is, but the shot from the silo was amazing. That shot with that woman morphing, with all that going on, and that woman morphing, director was Henry Jost. Okay, and it was written by Mattson Tomlin. Awesome direction. The character development in this was so good. You knew everybody's purpose. You knew what motivated everybody. You knew everything. You know, the girl Robin, her mom was sick, so she needed money, and this is why she was selling drugs. You knew that Art, he was looking for his daughter, so he had to keep going. He didn't have any other choice. He couldn't give up on his little girl. Frank, you knew that he just wanted to be a good cop, and that he needed to level up with these guys that are on this power, and he wanted to put it into it because he knew something nefarious, something different was going on, and he was just a good cop, you know. And so you knew everybody's motivation in this movie. So the character development was great. Just an awesome movie. I'm super hyped. I was so pumped. I think it needs to be another movie. You know, I hope they do another one, but Netflix really landed this one. I wasn't feeling too good about Netflix, you know, for a little bit. Their content hasn't really been that great for me. Even though they won a lot of Emmys, there have been they haven't done the Emmys yet, but they've been nominated for a lot of Emmys. I felt like I've watched everything on Netflix, and I don't know who else feels the same way. I almost canceled my Hulu subscription because there wasn't a whole lot of good content coming out on Hulu. This, for me, kind of resurrects Netflix for me right now. I was just blown away by it. Another good job by Jamie Foxx, who is just an excellent actor. The young girl that played Robin, Dominique, she was just so good, so believable. Another star in this movie was the music. The music is just as much as a star as the rest of them. I mean, the music was really great. It was one song, because I'm a hip-hop fan and I like rap and I like new rap. And, you know, the guy was like, better watch your back. I'm a maniac. That was so good. I love that song. The song at the end was really good. It was a lot of good hip-hop songs in there, a lot of good trap music. You know, I like a little bit of trap music. You know, I'm a little, you know, I'm a little hood, you know. And so I like that. And the music was really great. Her being a rapper, Robin being a rapper in this was really good. It was just a lot of good points. You gotta see this movie. I'm a fan, you know, I'm a super fan. Like, I'm gonna watch it again. Honestly, I am. I'm gonna watch this movie again. I hope they come out with a part 2. I hope it becomes a trilogy. I hope, you know, I'm hype about this. I want a t-shirt or something, you know what I'm saying? Project Power t-shirt or something. Just dope movie. Check it out. Come back. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know how you feel. Do you like it? Are you as hype about it as I was? Did it renew your faith in Netflix? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.